Hey guys, and welcome to my EPL team of the season so far. Just give me 2 seconds, guys, just so I can just change something very quick before everything starts. So sorry about this, guys, but yeah, just give me 2 seconds. So if you are watching this as a video, then just click forward to about a minute or something like that. Alright, sweet. I think that is all done. Alright guys, so we'll start all over again. So welcome to my BPL team of the season so far. Obviously, I would like some of your input. I will do my teams, and then obviously if some of you guys are actually watching or whatever, then you can actually do your ones, and I'll put them in for you. But for me, I'm going to start this off, and I will start with what formation I'm going to start with. So find the right. I'm going to start with this formation. So, manager of the season so far for me is going to be Conte. No really surprise there. What he's done since he came over from Juventus and obviously Italy. Everyone really thought he was going to struggle after the start they had. They didn't really play well for the first few games and stuff like that. But soon as they lost, what was it, 4 or 5-0? They were 4-0 to Arsenal away. They've been unstoppable since then. So he's done a really bang up job, and it looks like they're going to win the league. I don't think anyone's really going to beat them at the moment. So I think, yeah, he's going to get the manager of the season. So let's get into the actual squad then. So, first player I'm going to put in, they're going to be concept players. I haven't really got all these players. The United Premier League. And the first one I'm going to go with is David De Gea. There's not really a lot you can say about David De Gea that haven't been said before. Probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world at the moment. Probably Neuer, maybe a little bit better than him. But apart from that, I think he's probably the best goalkeeper at the moment. Probably the last, 3 years maybe? Something like that anyway. But yeah, he's top class goalkeeper. He saves Man United points, probably 15, 16 points a season. He's top class goalkeeper, to be honest. So let's get into the centre backs. First centre back that I'm going to go with is going to be, actually instead of scrolling down, let's start from the highest rated one. It's going to be David Luiz. Now, I didn't think David Luiz was going to be that good, seen as he was a pretty average player when he played for Chelsea last time. And he probably left a worse player than what he'd come back at. But when he went to PSG, he looked absolutely awful at PSG. And when, obviously, Chelsea brought him back in the summer, I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing, honestly? He is an absolute terrible player. But, to be honest, he's come back with a vengeance, and he's actually playing really well. So, it's not a lot you can actually say of that, like, doubting him that. Because he's, like I said, he's proved what, well, maybe they pay a little bit too much for him, in my opinion, again, but he does bring that something a little bit different with their free kicks and stuff like that. So, he's playing really well, obviously, a vital part of Chelsea team at the moment as well. So, yeah, you can't really complain of what he's doing at the moment, because he's playing really well. So, next centre back. I will see who is top on this one, because I think it's going to be Eric Bailly. I've got him, so let's stick him in this team. There we go. Right, didn't mean to come up with that. Let's get back into that. So, Eric Bailly, another player who's been unbelievable this season. New signing from Villarreal, I think it was. Obviously, he signed for Man United. And he seems to be a right beast. He seems to be a little bit hot-headed now and again. Well, not hot-headed, but he seems to dive in quite a lot of challenges instead of really taking his time and stuff like that. So, surprisingly, he hasn't got more red cards. But obviously through his whole season so far, he's become pretty comfortable now. Obviously, not diving in as much now. He seems to learn that you can't really dive in with a lot of the challenges, and he's settled down well. And he pretty, he's pretty like an all-round player. As you see his stats on here, very pacey, very strong, good defending. Like I said, the only thing that is with him, he just dive into challenges quite a lot, so he's just got to try and keep that out of his game a little bit. But apart from that, you can't really complain about what he's been doing so far. He's a new league for him as well. So, next one we're going to go with, not my club, is, if I can find them quickly, and I'm on transfer market. Let's get onto the concept. That's what I wanted. Right, I'll reset all this, haven't I? Right. So, into the Premier League. Let's do this quick way. And Southampton. So the next person I'm going to go with is Van Dijk. Is it a big surprise seeing as people like Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal all being linked with him for about, what, 40, 50 million bid? And he probably looks like the best all-round defender at the moment. Pretty pacey, he's a big guy, he's a very strong, tall player. Good defending. Obviously, he's got that free kick stuff with him as well. Got a decent weak foot on him, as you can see. And, you know, Southampton not exactly the best at teams either. They're not exactly that bad, like, but they're not one of the top teams. And yeah, he's a pretty solid defender. Be interesting to see how he plays the rest of the season now, obviously with Font gone. And obviously I think it's going to be Yoshida's going to be playing with him quite a lot. So it'd be interesting to see what partnership he gets with Yoshida. But he's been solid at the back. They've been pretty solid for the last couple of years since he signed from Celtic. But yeah, I think he really stepped up this year. So right wing back. Not that one. Let's go to Chelsea. And we're going to go with Victor Moses. Hopefully it goes in. Right, sorry stuff is a little bit laggy. Just the servers have been pretty shit tonight. Like I've been signed up like 4 times. Apparently there's like too many people playing it. So if it does lag a little bit, then I apologize for that. But yeah, right wing back is going to be Victor Moses. Seeing as no one really wanted him in the summer, and he looked like he's going to be like an average player at an average club. He's come back to Chelsea from being on loan at like West Ham, Liverpool. I think he went somewhere else as well. But yeah, everyone thought he's going to be one of the first players going to be leaving Chelsea this season. But he seems to be a nice little role for him at that right wing back. Instead of being up on the right winger or left winger, this seems to be a new position for him, and actually looks pretty comfortable there. He hasn't really got a lot of, what am I trying to say? He hasn't got a lot of responsibility kind of thing. They just kind of let him do his own thing on the wing. Like his attacking wise, he's not the best at defending wise, but that's why he used 3 centre backs at the back. Obviously Chelsea used that, and obviously Azpilicueta's there, and obviously Gary Cahill mostly, but got 3 strong centre backs there. Then obviously Victor Moses just does his thing on the wing. Obviously with the pace, and he's pretty strong as well for quite a short guy, because he's not that big. What is he, 5'10", so he's quite strong for that. And he does get up with the goals and assists as well, so he's been pretty good, to be honest. So going to the next one, it's going to be another one. Is going to be Marcus Alonso. Everyone thought, what the fuck are you doing when they bought him? I think it's about 24 million-ish? I think it's somewhere around that. And a lot of people were just saying, why are you buying this player? Like, because, not that he was a reject from Bolton, but he didn't really play that well at Bolton. So, no one really thought, why are you actually buying him? Because he's done pretty well over in Serie A. I think he went to Fiorentina. I think that's right. It might be someone else, but I think that's what he was at. And yeah, he looks really comfortable at Chelsea. Great attacking wise, decent defending, got a lot of pace, strong player yet again, 85 on here. And yeah, good weak foot, good skill moves. And yeah, he's been pretty solid, to be honest. There's not a lot of players that have been better than him at left back or left wing back, so that is what I think he should. Well, I think at the end of the season he will be in there. I'm not saying he's an amazing player, don't get me wrong, but there's no one better at left back at the moment than him. So, yeah, he's playing really well. So, into the cam, or not the cam, the CDM, it might be centre mid. Probably no surprise with no one. Kante. Kante, well, he's just doing exactly what he done last year with Leicester. He is solid there. He runs for you. He tackles for you. He's strong. He's quite quick. Obviously, he's not exactly the best finisher and stuff like that. That's not his job. His job is just to kind of just sit there, protect the defence, and let the wing backs go flying. So he just sits there, really, either break up play, pass the ball to a Hazard or a Costa or something like that, and then they do their thing, and then he just sits there and just kind of breaks down the play, and he does it really well, to be honest. Honestly, he's only 25, 26, so he's still got a few years left in him. And like I say, he just carried on from what he's doing with Leicester. A lot of people, thought that he would not struggle, but he wouldn't have the same impact than what he did last season with Leicester. But he's showing just how good of a player he is. So, yeah, it's no surprise that he's definitely going to be in team of the season. These next three, this one, I think this is going to be definitely. But these positions by here, the other three, might be a little bit, not dodgy, but you might not agree with me with this. So this one, we are going to go to Liverpool. Should be a right wing card, and it's going to be Mane. Mane has been sensational this year. He was decent with Southampton last season, but he didn't have really any consistency. He used to just score like 2 or 3 goals in a game, and then he go a drought with like scoring for like 4 or 5 games. He just had no consistency to his game. Like I said, he just scored a couple of goals, and then he wouldn't score for 4 or 5 games. So he didn't really look the part. He looked decent, obviously very quick, quite strong as well, quite skillful, and a weak foot decent as well. He seems to really have it all at the moment. But the main thing is what he got at the moment is consistency. What he didn't really have with Southampton. So he's playing games a lot with Liverpool. I don't know if he's actually the top goal scorer. He could actually be the top goal scorer. And yeah, he's actually brought his game up a lot. He stepped up quite a lot because, like I said, I didn't think he had any consistency at all. But he's doing really well at Liverpool. And he's, I wouldn't say the main focus, but he does so much of the work up front for him. And he, like I said, I think he is a top goal scorer, but I'm not 100% sure. But he is a decent player for him. I think he'll probably get the team this season. Now, these 3 positions by here, you might not agree with me. But, that is why you want your opinions. So, go over to Man United. And it's going to be Ibra. Who doesn't like Ibra? Ibra, he's so confident. He's so good. Everyone thought, was he 35 now, is he? 35 now. And everyone thought, why is he coming to the Premiership? He's too old. He can't do it anymore. He had it easy in France. Yeah, he was scoring 30 odd goals a season. He can't do it over here. And what has he done? 26 goals since he's been Man United this season. And what can we say about him, honestly? Pace is obviously not that great, but that little link up that he's got with Pogba at the moment is working a treat at the moment. So you see, weak foot is up there, skill moves up there, confidence is sky high. I don't think you can ever bring him down for being a confident. But yeah, he's doing what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to come over here. He said he was going to take it by storm. He said he was going to score goals, and that is exactly what he's been doing this season. Now you could maybe swap him out for someone like Diego Costa, which I wouldn't actually argue that much with because he's been a decent player. But I think obviously just the way Ibra came over on a free transfer and what he's done, and just being written off at 35, I think it's been unbelievable. Hopefully he stays for another year anyway. It'd be good to have him for another year over here. But we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But I think it'd be either him or Costa at the end of the season for top goal scorer and obviously that striker position. So left winger, this one might be. Is it there? Let's have a quick look. No, he's a left midfielder, I think, on here. Let's have a quick check with that. I'll go with Mkhitaryan. seeing as he had a very slow start to his career at Man United, obviously didn't get in the team for what, about 2 months or something like that. I don't really know why he didn't actually get into the team. For some reason, Jose didn't like him, or he just didn't think he fit the team, or just wasn't doing something in training. I don't really know what happened there, but sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so for some reason he didn't get into the team, but since he's been in the team, he's been unbelievable. Fortunately, he's got a little injury at the moment, so I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but hopefully he come back pretty quick and actually get into what he actually started, because he started really well as soon as he got into the team. He's getting goals, he's getting assists, making a lot of chances for everyone. Obviously, his weak foot is actually 5 on here, it's skill moves, and he's quite pacey to be honest. Not a lot of people think he's quick as he is. He is very, very quick. As you see on his stats on here, all round stats are solid. Dribbling, pace, shooting, passing, physical, all 80 plus. So, he's been decent. Now, like I said, it might be, you could probably put Hazard in there or someone like that in there. But I would go for Mkhitaryan just for the fact of the impact he made on Man United since he's been in there. Since his first season over here as well. He hasn't actually played for anyone else but Dortmund, like for a long time anyway. So his first time over being in England, and like I said, very slow start. He seems to got his way back into the Man United team, and he's a pretty good player. You can't really fault what he's done with the Man United team since he's been in there. So if he has a strong month or so, I think he's probably in there. Like I said, it might be him or Hazard, but I would go for Mkhitaryan. So the last player I'm going to put in, this one I think a lot of you won't agree with, but I would put him in for the team anyway. And it'd be Michael Carrick. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying, what the fuck are you on about, Michael Carrick? But Michael Carrick runs that midfield for Man United. I don't think people give him the credit he deserves. He's probably one of the best midfielders for England for about 5-6 years. He does a lot of work that no one actually gives him credit for. If he was a bit quicker, he'd probably be on the same stats as Kante, if I'm being honest. He does exactly the same job. He's a better passer on the ball than Kante is. But Kante is a lot quicker, so obviously he does a little bit more running around. But Carrick will find you for a pass at 5 yards or 50-yard apart. He'll land at your feet every single time. Like I said, I think he runs that Man United midfield. He doesn't do a lot of running, don't get me wrong. He just sits there, breaks everything down, pass it around, and let everyone else do the little thing. Now, everyone knows he's not the creative player. He's not like a goal scorer, kind of like Paul Scholes was. But his job is to sit there, break down the play, and give the ball to the more influential players, like the Mkhitaryan, the Pogbas, the Martials, the Ibras. So that's why I think he should be in the team. Like I said, if he had a foreign name, I think he'd be so much regarded as like a high class player. I just think because he's English, he doesn't really get the recognition that he should really have. Like I said, he is a decent player. Passing 80 on you, decent physical. And obviously, there's no coincidence that Man United were playing shit at the start of the season with Fellaini and Pogba and Herrera in there. They just didn't work at all. As soon as Carrick came into that team, and he just lets Pogba do his thing, and Herrera just does the running for Carrick, and Carrick just sits and passes the ball around and spreads it around. He does that so well. So like I said, I think he is really underrated. I don't think he'll get in a team this season, don't get me wrong, but I think he should be at least a contender for it, because not many better midfielders than him around at the moment. Even though what he is, 34, something like that. Yeah, about 34, something like that. Yeah, I he's a solid player. He has been for the last few years. Just he doesn't really get the credit that he should really have. So if that is my team, let me know what you think in the comments and that. And I'll come back to this maybe next week or the week after, something like that maybe. Sorry that is a short stream, but I just want to show you like my team at the moment. And I just don't think I'm going to be here for the next couple of days, for the next 3 days, I think. So that is why I thought I'd just bring a quick stream up, because I'm not going to be able to get a video done. So hopefully I can get one done quickly tonight, just to get one ready for Sunday for you guys. But if I don't, then I really do apologize about that. But at least we've got a little stream you can watch. But yeah, that is what, like, sorry guys, I'm choking like fuck back. But yeah, like I said, that is my team so far. I'll come back to it at the end of the season when it's actually announced, and I'll see how many I got right. Like I said, there are a few you can change around. Like actually, when it comes out, they're not going to put 5 at the back. They're going to put a normal 4-4-2, or they're going to do 4-3-3. So it won't be the same, but I'll see roughly how many I got right. I think I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll have at least 7 right. Maybe you won't have Van Dijk in there. Maybe you won't have Moses. Carrick won't be in there. Mkhitaryan might not be in there. And then, like I said, Ibra or Costa will probably be up front. But I think David Luiz, Bailly, De Gea, Kante, Mane, and Alonso. I think all of them will be in there. But like I said, guys, that is going to be it. So if you do want me to come back, like I said, next week or the week after, then leave your teams in the comment. Or if you want to tweet me, you can. I will leave that in the description for you, so you can send me your teams if on Foothead or something like that. And I'll do a few different teams and just see how they look. Sorry again, guys. Yeah, and I'll come back and have a little look, and I'll do like a little compilation of some that you've done. And I'll make a video and I'll put them into one big video. And we'll see. We'll put like a little straw poll on it, and we'll see what people think about. And then we said we'll come back at the end of the season. We'll see who gets closest to the actual team of the season. So that could be a good little thing that we could do. So anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for today's live stream. So if you did enjoy it, then hit that like button. If you are new on here, hit the subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. If you did enjoy it, then hit that dislike button. Let me know why in the comments, so I can improve on other videos and streams and stuff like that. And I'll see you on Sunday's video, hopefully. If not, I'll definitely have a video out on Tuesday. And I'll probably live stream next Friday or next Saturday. And then the week after that, I think I'm going to try and live stream every night. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. And I will catch you next time. See you guys. Bye.